Yeah, I know. Nigga, I've been doing this way longer than you. I have. It don't really say. My channel. That line. Somebody watching me. Someone's watching me. Watching me. Yeah, my broadcast. Yeah. Huh? What? Okay. Two people watching me. You heard me? Two people watching me.
This kind of
Nope. Bro, I had 2 people watching me. I had 2 people watching me. Watch yourself, like you said. Yeah. The popping noise. I need help. Anywhere. Oh. Bro, I know I gotta play the game. I know I gotta play the game. But why? How come it's one I gotta play the game? Let's get it. Let's get it. Bro, I could have sworn I got play the game though. I know I got play the game. Oh my. It's ultimate. Oh yo, no.
I'm about to tell you the story of my life, and specifically why my life ended. If you want to know the truth, just press play.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an hour. Oh, for real? That's what's up. Oasis. May.
Jus por la mamá. Just for one.
Yeah.
But this one,
Teleporter. I know, right? What are you doing? But why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, Dallon? Don't do that anymore. People will get mad at you for doing that, okay? Again?
The city of New Orleans has removed the last of 4 monuments honoring leaders of the Confederacy. The statues, including that of General Robert E. Lee,
They don't die, they freeze.
The Confederacy was made up of states that attempted to preserve slavery in the American South and secede from the United States in the Civil War of the 1860s.
Hey guys, this is Monster Mike, and you're watching Monster Mike Fishing.
You're up there. I have voted for you, don't worry. I'm gonna be prestige 10. I remember when you first see my rank. You said Mike. You said Mark, are you rank 10? Rank 9. Oh. Just want to display the action. Already? I was too.
No, dude, there's pipes down there, so it's like...
Where's Madonna? The deficit.
Oh, bro, I hope the light... It's a bee!
No, I need that.
I never really storm drained. I mean, I've done it a long time ago, but not really on film. I jumped the bait down the storm drain. So look, the water systems in Miami, there's fish in our storm drains. Look at this. Thanks, buddy. Nice. Let's go get another one. Waiting for the bite.
Ooh, that one shot kill though.
Oh no! Oh Small it. No, what? Guys, I'm trying to catch a peacock bass out of here. I got a largemouth. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright. Hey, tell the peacock that to come through the storm here. The sewer. Yeah. No, it's just a sewer fish.
I can heal myself if needed.
I'm stopping traffic because I'm catching fish in the storm drain. And another peacock. Oh, bro.
I can heal myself if I need to be healed.
No.
I can't heal myself.
I can hear him crushing.
No, I cannot, Dylon. I can. No, I'm not.
They get into these training systems, they feel like, oh, we're safe. Now when I can see if we can get back quick. Oh, in the last fish, guys, I lost them because I don't know, man. I knew I was gonna catch fish in the storm drain, but not this much.
Boop, got you.
Guys, I mean, look, there is fish in storm drains, you know, but wow, this is probably the best storm drain ever. Alright, let's get another one. Yeah, we caught a lot in that storm drain, bro. Yo, let's go to McDonald's real quick, I'm hungry. Hey, is there storm drains on McDonald's? Here we are. Look at the mini pond. Then we got the big pond. But before we get to the big pond, guys, you remember that episode on Zach Ketchum on Catch 'em All Fishing's YouTube channel where we slayed the exotics, the Mayan cichlids, and look at that. The color, oh yeah, the color changing fish video. Look, there have to be, let me feed them. Sweet.
Yeah, we're gonna win this game.
Wow. Top water action? Ooh, there it is. There it is. Those bright orange ones over there, guys, those, not the little ones, but the bigger ones, those are the ones from the video. They're eating already, I can't believe that. Like, we just caught them. Great. Take it from my hand!
Dylon. You know, if you hold L2, it shoot icicles.
Who's gonna race over here? Anybody? Oh, the minnows. I can see that Sun's back there a little shy though, right? Oh, that one wasn't shy. He wanted it. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna give these guys a little bit more bread. Top water, top water. Let's go check out that pond. Jamu! Wow. What's gonna come up for those pebbles? Just the koi. Come on, koi, you know you want it? That's a monster koi right there with a big old bass.
Mine is too.
Big bass.
Hey, don't use yours until I use mine, alright?
Koi.
I mean.
How long does it take for that?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You use yours first though, cause
Alright, well,
if you freeze them,
he's gonna start feeding.
I can call my dragon.
Keep going in there.
Okay.
The bass wanted. The bass. That's on bread. Man, look at that pacu. Look at that koi. There was more fish in here, guys, but they just grown so big. So he had to take a few out. Oh, the koi's eating. Zach.
What's up, guys? Catch small fishing here. We're gonna feed this big old beast some bass. Shamu.
Woo.
Focus. Oh yeah.
Shamu. Guys, did you see that?
Did he even get
Bro, my whole hand, yeah, he took my whole hand went in that bass. Let me get some meat on my
Where you
feet
at?
in that bass. Awesome. Fun day.
I didn't die.
Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this show. It was a blast, man. Zach, let's go.
The US Attorney General has appointed a new figure to head up investigations into the alleged links between Team Trump and Russia. Former FBI chief Robert Mueller, who ran the agency under George Bush, has been named special counsel and will now lead the inquiry. Trump, though, said he is confident that the investigation will confirm that his team did not collude with any foreign entity in the run-up to last year's election, but that hasn't stopped impeachment. Alexei Arashevsky reports now from Washington, D.C.
I rise today, Mr. Speaker, to call for the impeachment of the President of the United States of America. There is a belief in this country that no one is above the law, and that includes the President
I thought you were doing yours first.
of America. Yeah, most of the calls about the impeachment were made after anonymous sources reporting or leaking something to the nationwide papers and TV stations in America. So it is this time. The impeachment scenario is revolving around the reports by anonymous sources to a number of outlets in the United States that the fired director of the FBI, James Comey, reportedly was told by Trump in a memo who nobody saw.
Hold on, I gotta heal.
So far that Comey had to drop the investigation of Trump's former national security advisor, Michael Flynn. But again, this is coming from unnamed sources, speakers, whatever you want.
I mean, I he'll get the hook back in.
For the first time since the memo, the FBI memo allegations came out, he had this to say. Look at the way I've been
First, you need to use ultimate so I can freeze the enemies.
especially by the media. No politician in history, and I say this with great surety, has been treated
Use your icicles.
or more
Bro,
unfairly.
if you hold L2, you can shoot icicles, bro.
At the same time, one of the sitting Republicans
But you don't use them, though. I don't know why.
implied that impeachment would be possible if there's a violation of the law. So he would be the first Republican to actually say that I word out loud on the Senate. And here is what the Republicans.
Nigga, I ain't trying to hear myself this time. That was your fault. You died.
There's clearly a lot of politics being played. Our job is to get the facts and be sober about doing that.
We know that the White House is staunchly denying all these allegations against Trump, all the papers related
Oh,
to
she
this
said nice shot.
investigation, and the conversations that the president had with the former director of the FBI would be presented.
Where you at?
to Congress
Alright, I see you. I see you. I see you. I'm behind you.
Already agreed to an open hearing on the Hill about the matter.
Meanwhile, the US stock market has reacted to the latest calls for Trump's impeachment.
Yeah, but first, do it towards the enemies. No. Nigga, that was in the... And I died.
They lost $1 billion on Wednesday, while Mark Zuckerberg,
Bro, I was gonna get a lot of kills, bro.
has lost out on around $2 billion each. However, some are not losing hope of cashing in on this frenzy at the moment.
Now, you know what?
Also been reacting to the news.
I am just about to use my ultimate.
The chance of Trump being removed from office in 2017 at only 7%. The odds were then slashed on Wednesday, with bookmakers now saying there's actually perhaps a 1 in 3 chance of it happening. $500,000 has been waged on Trump's early resignation or impeachment on just one betting site alone. And we discussed the prospects of possible impeachment with a number of political analysts.
Trump ran as an outsider, he was elected as an outsider, and really doesn't have support. There are considerable numbers of Republicans who are very much embedded in this neocon establishment, which Trump ran so there are lingering resentments and lingering grudges against Trump, not just personal, political, but really opposition to his overall program that we still see in effect. And so there is a serious threat, and we've known this even when Trump was a candidate, that he would face this sort of a likely, at least rhetoric around this type of process.
Let's pause and take a deep breath here. Remember that most likely the gentleman who was the first to call for impeachment was among those who refused to go to the inauguration. I mean, this is a very partisan group who has looked at the calendar, who has looked at the fact that Donald Trump is about to go on his first big trip abroad to a lot of very important nations, and he will be out of this country for a long time, therefore less able
We have a
to
minute.
back. They laid this trap for him. What Trump may have done with Comey, we're going to find out, of course, because there are going to be records. But the way in which this process is going down now, it smacks to me of, low-grade juvenile political theater, not worthy of this great country at this perilous moment in time.
Well, the calls for impeachment do follow an intense media campaign against Donald Trump, with new twists and turns being reported on an almost daily basis. On Wednesday, though, the president did receive a little advice from a senior official on how to deal with the press.
Get to the point, get to the point, get to the point. Get to the point.
Listen, let me explain something.
Get to the point.
Clearly. This president has the deep state, the invisible government, the shadow government, the ruling class against him. It has a $100 billion media enterprise. Every show, every newspaper, every comedian, is against it. Then the Democratic Party, however that is, and the Republican Party as well, who don't really like him. So he has everybody. In my life on this planet, I thought I'd seen everything. I thought I saw me. They didn't like Clinton, and they didn't like Reagan, and even during the Nixon days, I remember that. And nothing rivals it. And there was a time in this country when news organizations were pretty serious. And here's the best part. The biggest story, we have issues that don't even mean anything, but they jump on.
Oh my God, I can't even open a loot box, bro.
FBI Director Comey, who last February supposedly was told to go live on Flynn. Again, somehow connected to the Russians. We never find out how. What I'm saying is, this is much ado about that. But great for the media.
And this is an epic that you need a sniper on.
And right now, it seems like it will boil down to, what the president.
This is a map that you need a sniper on.
Director Comey believes the president said and wrote in notes. How much trouble is the
What are you talking about? I didn't say you was retarded.
If the story is accurate as reported, if that is accurate, there will be a big deal. The question is it accurate?
Did I call you retarded this time?
From that memo, as presented in the New York Times, from the president, he is a good guy. I hope you can let this go. Comey replies, I agree, he is a good guy.
Dirty.
The narrative seems to be that the president overstepped, that the president was doing this.
What?
There is no narrative here that James Comey was bargaining to keep his job. I don't know that he was, but does that indicate that? That's not the whole thing, Jeff. You didn't read the whole quote, though. That's what I copied it from the New York Times. More than that. He says let it go a couple of times. But exactly, that is not Richard Nixon saying to Elliot Richardson, you do this or you're fired.
Now this is like saying, nice job. It happened to
Right. I mean, it does. I mean, you can interpret it. Yeah, you can interpret it in the most benign way, which is, yeah, he's a nice guy, and I hope you can let it go. I don't know. But my point here. I think he's saying let it go. We are once again in high-tech lynching mode here. These media circuses happen. Clarence Thomas, Bill Clinton, I might add. This is not a media circus. This is the President of the United States in the Oval Office excusing the Attorney General, right? Did he say go do this? Excusing his Vice President and talking to the Director of the FBI, a guy who
did he instruct him to do it?
You don't need to. Who can bring more trouble so free?
He did not instruct him to do it. That's a big deal.
You're telling me if the President of the United States brings you into the Oval Office and is standing close to you just like LBJ used to and you know, point at people and say, gosh, I hope you can find it in your heart to let this go, Jeff. I hope you can find it in your heart to say, to back me up on everything I
get the opportunity, do it or not.
Yes, you do.
Right. Archibald Cox, but he's still fired. That's it.
All right, Paul.
In February, the President meets, we now know, privately with the FBI director. Hugely inappropriate. Maybe obstructing President's all these messages.
This is, by the way, after the President has allegedly asked the FBI director for pledge loyalty.
Oh, I tried that. Pledge loyalty. Then this private meeting denies.
Where's my team?
Yeah, but until he tweets about it tomorrow and says he did anything personal.
Let me just set time. The first right reporter was pledge a request of loyalty. The second, then he says, "This is a good guy. I hope we can let this go." Then on March 10th, Comey testifies, confirming that Trump's campaign is under FBI investigation and that, in fact, Flynn is as well. There was much discussion that March 10th testimony by Comey about Flynn. So that's one way to tell the president, I'm not backing down. That was in March 10th. May 9th, Comey is fired.
We should also point out, and we're going to hear this from Sally Yates tonight, Sally Yates had told the Office of Legal Counsel, had informed the Office of Legal Counsel, apparently the first he heard this, that not only that Flynn had been interviewed by the FBI in the White House, and she gave the indication that the interview didn't go so well. The legal counsel asked for details, she wouldn't give details, but the indication was it didn't go very well. Then the legal counsel takes that to the president, and the president that night has dinner with Comey asking for a loyalty pledge, and then days later, after fire, 18 days later, has this meeting.
Why is the president so loyal to General Flynn? I'm sure he's a good guy. That's not why. Come on. All roads lead to Russia. Now, that's what's going on here. And on the night he fired Flynn, I said that. I said, be very careful who you hire, Mr. President. Be more careful who you fire. Because this guy knows where all the bodies are buried.
And again, Sally Yates, you'll hear it tonight, the White House has continued to say there was nothing illegal that Flynn did. It was just a question of getting line to Vice President. Sally Yates says that's just not true, that there is illegality in the underlying behavior of Flynn.
Yeah, and this could be the whole cover-up is worse than the crime thing, too, right? Whether or not there was any there now is potential obstruction of justice. And I think it's going to be very interesting to watch how Republicans react to this. If they start jumping off, I could just say my sense is, the football line, they are who we thought they were. For those conservatives like me and who were concerned about Donald Trump in terms of issues like temperament, experience, and character, this is sort of the worry. The one worry was that Hillary would win. This is the other potential worry.
Kirsten, I want to play something that the acting FBI director McCabe said in testimony last week in front of the Senate Intelligence Committee when he was asked about Comey's files after he was fired.
Who was in charge of securing his files and devices when that information came down that he had been fired?
That's our responsibility.
How you die by a tracer, dude?
Are you confident that his files and his devices have been secured in a way that we can maintain whatever information or evidence he has in connection with the
Tracer.
Yes, ma'am, I am. It's interesting, because also just from some of our reporters reporting, they've talked to people who apparently have a copy of at least one of the memos.
Right, yeah, so I think, Jason Chaffetz has said that he's ready to subpoena that memo if they don't hand it over, so hopefully they'll do that. They should also subpoena, and I think Congressman Schiff has said that they need to subpoena the tapes, if they exist, right? And then they need to find out if there was it's probably unlikely there was someone in the room taking notes, but if there was anybody there, they need to confirm that the Attorney General and Vice President Pence were asked to leave. There are a lot of different things that I think that they have to look at. But I just want to say on the the cover-up versus the crime thing, I mean, there's really no need for a cover-up unless something happened, right? And I think even for people who wanted to give Donald Trump the benefit of the doubt on the Russia situation, the last couple of days really should give them pause, because he's sort of frantically trying to stop this investigation, right? He's not looking out for General Flynn. This is Paul said he doesn't really do that for other people. Unless that impacts him somehow. And then the fact that he fired the FBI director. This is somebody who is kind of panicking, I think.
But I can see Trump doing this sort of thing because he is an egomaniac, because
my broadcast gonna stop.
Doesn't have the experience experience to understand the repercussions. Maybe I'm giving you this information now.
I mean, you're making this might sound like...
No, I think he's a child. I think he's a child. That's fundamentally the point.
Well, he's a child. Everyone, we have more coming up on some... In the hours before the Justice Department named Robert Mueller as special prosecutor in the Russia investigation, many Republicans were resisting that step. There was caution over the allegations. Here's what House Speaker Paul Ryan said earlier today.
So there are a lot of unanswered questions. What I told our members is, now is the time to gather all the pertinent information. We can't deal with speculation and innuendo, and there's clearly a lot of politics being played.
Well, Democrats were having none of it. Here's Congressman Elijah Cummings, ranking member of the House Oversight Committee.
Speaker Ryan has shown he has zero appetite for any investigation of President Trump.
Well, two different points, Steve. Both represented here with the panel. Jeffrey Tubman, Dan Bash, Jack Kingston, Paul Gollum, and the Carpenter, and Kelly McEnany. Kelly, what's your reaction to the naming of Mueller?
Well, many of us had full faith in the Justice Department and Rod Rosenstein, who I think proved himself tonight when he did appoint a special prosecutor. He clearly thought it was in the best interest for everyone. I think he was correct in that. And this is good for the Trump administration for two reasons. Many of us have been saying there's no evidence of collusion, no evidence. Well, this is going to force the Democrats...
So who did they kill? Oh, the line.
When in fact you have an independent prosecutor coming out and saying there is no evidence of Russian collusion. They cannot attack the messenger here. Not only...
Well, actually, the prosecutor would just say there's either evidence of illegality or not whether or not there's collusion.
Right. But when he says we do not have probable cause to pursue this, there are no charges that are going to be put forth. So I think that would be a good thing for the Trump administration. Number two, the last 8 years we have seen his trust in American institutions demolished at the Justice Department when Obama's Attorney General Loretta Lynch meets with Bill Clinton, the IRS bullying Tea Party groups at the State Department that's handling classified information. This will restore the American people's trust in institutions amid a highly partisan environment. Good all the way around.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Hasn't President Trump gone after American institutions more than any president in recent memory? I mean, the intelligence community, the Justice Department, he goes after it all the time.
That's what he came to Washington to do, to burn it to the ground, destroy the so-called deep state who's out there to attack him and leaking left and right. There's no rational world. We just cut through the crack here. There's no rational world where this is good news for the Trump administration. Donald Trump will be held accountable for whatever he did, but I want to know who's going to hold Republicans accountable who enabled this man to go this far. We knew from day one what kind of person Donald Trump was. We knew that he had no respect for anyone, let alone the rule of law. And so I want to know what's going to happen to people like Reince Priebus, who demanded everyone in the GOP pledge loyalty to this guy. And now all these Republicans are handcuffed to Donald Trump. Where has this gotten us? Where are the people, the circuits that bark and clap like circuit seals who praise with everything this man did that was bad? Investigations as far as the eye.
Don't let her finish.
Feeling good about that?
Well, how about letting her finish and then you can resolve?
Well, I want to know, I think Republicans like you, who have given your loyalty to Donald Trump, what has he done for you? He's dragged you to a terrible place.
Actually, if I look at what Donald Trump has done for me in middle-class America, he has brought down the illegal border crossings by 60%. He's renegotiated trade agreements. He's brought unemployment down to a low level. He's restored Americans' confidence in jobs. He pulled out TPP. He's saying we're going to renegotiate NAFTA. And he's doing all these, give him some credit where there has been credit.
He is dragging.
Mine did too.
Well, no, let's just focus on the actual issues tonight, Mueller. Paul, for those Americans who actually want to know, did the President of the United States try to stop Director Comey from investigating Michael Flynn? They may never get that answer because maybe there was not enough evidence to bring a case against it, and in which case we won't hear anything from Director Mueller.
We don't know that. Get back to the debate that Jeffrey had with Professor Dershowitz. Many independent counsels feel a need for the public interest to that report. And that's controversial because usually you're supposed to speak with an indictment, but that type of thing might prompt a report. I would say Donald Trump ran on a pledge of law and order, and now God help him, he's going to get it. Mr. Mueller is a credible law enforcement.
Who got play the game?
He is going to get to the bottom of it. He may be perfectly, pristinely flat. He is sweating bullets. Now, the next big story is going to be that the president has to lawyer up. It's not
I voted for you, bro.
Yeah. And by the way, he may well have. You don't know. He has had a lawyer in the past.
Not really.
Mark Hasowitz. City, he's a civil lawyer. Whether he's retained a criminal lawyer,
the Russian company.
What a coincidence!
Let me point out something. We've had independent prosecutors or special counsels go back to 1875. Ulysses Grant named the first one because of the whiskey ring or something going on there. There have been 20 since 1983. So this isn't something unusual. Jimmy Carter came in with Reagan, Bill Clinton.
Never had office after our government sanctioned
Let me say this, as somebody who was involved with the campaign, I absolutely do believe they're going to show that there's no collusion. And what's going to happen then is some of the partisans aren't going to be as satisfied, aren't going to be unanimous as my friend Paul, who said who can live with the verdict, but others are going to move the goalposts. Now, what about this? Are they going to say he didn't have the resources he needed, he didn't have all the right lawyers, or the Republicans drugged, or there were too many subpoenas back and forth? Mr. Mullen, will you be a good faith if Mr. Mullen is not getting resources?